Dire team Radiant team ban.
Oh,
Okay, I think we should stop talking about Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah,
I've just
let's go.
realised something I need to change. So I'm going to miss a tiny bit of the draft because when I was observing, I took off a lot of stuff. Like I took off my announcers that I liked, and I want to put them back on.
I can talk about the draft a bit.
I'm just quickly equipping my stuff because to be a good observer, I felt like what I should be doing was taking off all of the cosmetics and things to make the game the absolute base game. But I want to do my cool cosmetics like Sanctums of the Divine. I need my loading screen. Do I have a loading screen?
Oh yeah.
Queen of Pain one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Queen of Pain one's the best. I
can't deal with not having the Juggernaut announcer. I'm so used to it now. I've casted every single in-house with it. It's like nice and subtle, and it doesn't, low voice. I like it.
I don't have an alternate announcer. I've only ever used the basic one.
Always had the base one is amazing. To be fair, I know it's kind of Unreal Tournament style. Anyway, first pick. Very standard. Very standard. Going in with the Lion. The bands.
You want CC?
Well, I mean, did Lion? He's had a few nerfs since he was seen as the most overpowered support. But his kit didn't get changed. They took away his armor. They took away like maybe base damage or something like that. But they left alone how good his spells are. 4-second Hex, 2.5-second Earth Spike, 600 damage at level 6. Just mega.
Yeah.
To return to Brex, and you know what that means. Spirit Breaker. Nope. He's in it. Yeah, mute yourself, Kinder. Remember, that's the point. I'm not going to blame you for coughing, but Spirit Breaker, it's one of Brex's staple heroes. It's a very good hero right now, at least I'm led to believe. Barathrum is pretty powerful. And yeah, it's really scary when Brex is playing it, so I think that's already locked in place.
Radiant team pick.
Following up with even more crowd control, the alternative to Lion. Both have Hex, except the Earth Spike is replaced with Shackles, longer duration but needs to be channeled. Shadow Shaman can push a lot better than Lion, so nice support to have.
10 seconds remaining.
Just offers a lot. His ult offers so much. Like push if you ever just want to take a tower, run away, face down the ult.
Yeah,
run away.
You can trap people in it. You can just use it for teamfight DPS. It's very powerful ultimate Shadow Shaman, and they go with Tusk, thinking that is for Wobber. Tusk got an interesting buff. The higher ranks of his ultimate got even more crit damage. So that's going to be fun to see if Tusk is played in the POS 3 role. I think it will be POS 4, though I'm amazed that a Tusk with 0 items and just a medallion can still like one-shot a support almost.
One-punch Tusk.
Yeah. Do you remember the old Tusk ult, where it did more damage if the target was below half health? And then they removed
it was like an execute.
Yeah, a little bit. But then they removed that mechanic. They've kind of just given the damage back anyway. So...
Well, now it just does more damage, I think, in general, doesn't it? I don't know, he's a very weird hero. I feel like they want to pick something to combo with it, though. I feel like a Pango pick or something is coming along. I think Joe plays Pango, doesn't he? So.
Yeah, so we've got question mark, as he's called himself. He's one of the high-ranked players. He's not been in the in-house much before. I think he's been in it this week, but he's new to the cast.
Yeah.
He's someone I used to play with a very long time ago. As you can see, he's from the Baba group, which is one that Bay is from, and some of my friends I first started playing Dota. They're all in that group over there. Good player, but I don't know a lot about him because it's been such a long time since we played together. I have no idea what he plays these days.
I played with him a tiny bit, like this week, and yeah, he's been playing like Wind Ranger and stuff in my games.
What, like mid Wind Ranger or?
Offlane.
Offlane, okay. Banning some cores, Morphling is a pain to play against. Getting rid of Faceless Void. I'm not sure how good Faceless Void is in general. I can never work out whether he's good or not. Definitely a counter to certain heroes. And then we're going for Luna and Shadow Fiend bans. Now, Nat, as far as I had a sneak peek at the previous in-houses, and I saw that Nat has been playing again and again and again right-click Shadow Fiend.
10 seconds remaining.
Seems to be very keen on it.
Yeah, it's just does a lot of damage, and Shadow Fiend's one of those things where if you are the highest ranked person in the lobby, I feel like you get away with a lot playing as it as well.
I mean, I guess if you play him right click, you've still got an AoE fear. Shadow Racer still do tons of early game damage and let you farm. He gets about 80 damage for free and 7 minus armor, and he's ranged. So it does make, there is an argument for him being a right-click carry. He also has an Ag Shard, which gives him a almost guaranteed 3-second double crit, double damage crit. So yeah, there's an argument for him.
Most aren't actually going as Shard. It's really. I was discussing this with Kiddo, the SF guy, in one of the in-houses, and it's like 50-50 right-click spell damage is what like most Shadow Fiends are doing. And they're kind of skipping the Shard.
I like the spell damage build a lot more still. Thanks, Sam, for the resub. 10 months. Wow, you've been a really consistent sub. 2 more months and your dragon is in its full glory. Yeah, the thing is, the Magic Shadow Fiend, in my opinion, is just so much better. Because you do so much damage with Razors. And that combo of Yule's and eventually Yule's Blink BKB, followed up by your ultimate, you time it perfectly, there's nothing they can do about it, plus a few Razors because they're feared, you can pretty much kill anyone from full HP. And what can they do? Nothing. I mean, I played Queen of Pain against a Shadow Fiend, right? An Immortal Shadow Fiend. And I actually made a pipe, and it stopped me being one-shot by the Shadow Fiend, the Magic Shadow Fiend. And it was surprisingly effective that game. But anyway,
I think I was in that game.
And the Arcane Blink, of course, means you just blink in and almost immediately get your ult off, followed by some super lightning fast Razors that have very low cooldown. Phoenix, not a hero we've seen a lot in the in-house recently. Will they go hard to counter it? Will they pick something like the Snapfire, like the Juggernaut, like the Life Stealer?
Even Legion or something.
Those high attack speed heroes, I think, that built-in magic immunity. Ursa, yeah, Ursa can kill it really quick. Wind Range is not good because you cannot ult the egg. If you could ult the egg, that'd be great. Phantom Lancer, interesting.
Just dodge the egg.
Shadow Shaman, not very good against Phantom Lancer because there's so many illusions, you can't really do anything against them. Spirit Breaker can charge through them all, which is nice, but it's not enough lockdown, I suppose. You can right-click the egg fairly fast. He's not a super high attack speed hero, but he is an agility hero who builds agility items, so he'll be able to kill it fairly straightforward. Or, like you said, just doppelgang the explosion if you've still got it ready.
He's also quite good in lane against the Phoenix, I think, because he can doppelganger off Fire Spirits and just avoid all the...
True, if he happens to get some Fire Spirits debuffs on him, he can get rid of it. And they go for basically the opposite of Phoenix. Now, there's a funny interaction between those two.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I was just going to say. I think doesn't Supernova take priority? I thought
it
Supernova
does, yes.
takes priority.
Yeah, Supernova, if you think about it, right, a star essentially exploding is going to make more of an impact in the world. So even if Nightstalker has Dark Ascension, it would be a massive play. I don't know if anyone's ever done it. Nightstalker's running at you, you're worried, he pops Dark Ascension, Phoenix isn't in the other side of the map, just cast Supernova, takes away all of Nightstalker's attack speed and move speed. I've never seen anyone do it, but it's quite a long time it makes it daytime, and it really sucks for Nightstalker because he loses all of his attack speed that he gets. So, who is that flying on the dire side? Well, it's Gordon Ramsay, of course.
Hey, Gyro.
Gyro against Phantom Lancer. I guess I see it because you've got the Flat Cannon, and Flat Cannon has no maximum target. You probably have Maelstrom.
You can also get, I was about to say, you can also build Mjolnir.
Yeah, so you can Mjolnir yourself. Plus, Mjolnir bounces, I think, 12 times or some massive amount of time. So it'll hit all the illusions, and you'll be hitting them all with the Flat Cannon. You've also got cooldown to hit them all and slow them all. And you're usually quite tanky with Satanic build. So you can stand up to the PL, at least in the early game, or mid game. So I think
I haven't seen a Gyro. I haven't seen a Gyro in ages.
Yeah, he's not quite as popular as he once was, but I think he's still a pretty good core, and he has the opportunity to farm very fast. You know, triple or quad stack a few camps like the Ancient side along with the hard camp next to it, and then Gyro can just farm that in no time whatsoever with max flat cannon. So we should see something like that happening. Now we're banning some mid heroes. We've got rid of Ollie's Kunkka, and we've got rid of Void Spirit. I think Wind Ranger needs to make a disappearance soon. Oh no, it's already gone. Second pick, actually second ban. Never mind then.
Nah, too scary on the wind. Like... I know he didn't talk about the bans much, but I really like that Dawnbreaker ban, like the first one. Dawnbreaker right now is just so strong in any role.
Well, Dawnbreaker, in my opinion, is an incredibly powerful early game hero with an awesome ultimate that even does well late game with Agnums and with its global presence. But I really, really dislike Dawnbreaker as a pos 3. I feel like I've had a terrible win rate on the hero because I absolutely stomped the early game with her ridiculous combo of WQ. What's it called? The hammer, Celestial Hammer into Starbreaker. But then, as soon as you get higher level and the game goes on, you've got no engage. You've got a pathetic stun that requires 3 swings, easily dodge, and then it's almost like a mini stun. You've got a slow, which is everyone can see coming. Link Dagger doesn't quite do enough, and people can just avoid you. You don't hit hard enough. So then you just become an ultimate, and being a reactive initiator is not good.
I mean, I know I've the worst, like, the position that I've had the most trouble playing against her is, like, 5. I feel like
Yeah.
plus 5 Dawnbreaker just means smacking me over the place.
Yeah, I'm more of a fan of Dawnbreaker played in any other role, essentially, like 5-4 or even 2. I think Dawnbreaker can be quite a good mid because you get 6 so quickly, and then you can just turn up in another lane when they're not expecting it. Really helps save your lanes. Or get them to engage and ult on top. They go for Ember Spirits. That is a pretty cool hero. Can dodge the Spirit Breaker charge fairly easily by using his own Fire Remnant or the Sleight of Fist. Or he can just Searing Chains it as he's coming close. Also works. Yeah, I don't know who's the best Ember player. I'm guessing it's going to be either Roids or Question Mark, as with Joe, as we're calling him, because his name is a bit weird to say. He's also got another name on the Discord, like you, Kinder, who's was always Sneaky.
I've changed. Yeah.
It took you a while. You went from Sneaky to Kinder Surprise. Why are you called Kinder Surprise? I've never asked that, actually.
It was I played in a Gmod server a while ago, like ages ago, years ago, and gradually it just kind of happened, I guess. And then I was like, fine, I'll change it.
I mean, I do like Kinder Surprises, so fair enough.
It was good. Yeah.
I'm good with it. Okay, it's
Leshrac versus Ember Spirits are really weird. Like,
I think the Leshrac's picked as a counter to Phantom Lancer. Yeah, because Phantom Lancer in the late game I think is fine against Leshrac, but in the early mid game really struggles. You kill all of his illusions in 2 seconds.
It depends on like when the Leshrac gets BKB. I find a PL with like if you don't go Manta this game and you go because they'd have no silences really or anything. If you don't go Manta and instead you go Sanjin Yasha and you go Diffusal as well, I feel like you can actually fight pretty well if the Leshrac skips BKB.
Now I know the what's it called, Mage Slayer became popular mostly as a Phantom Lancer versus Leshrac. That was the most famous purchasing option, but I'm not sure about it because yes, you get to hit the PL. The PL gets to hit the Leshrac, and that takes away 35% magic damage as well as giving you some magic resistance. And that will make the Leshrac hit quite a lot less. But by then, you may have lost all your illusions anyway. I mean, Pulse Nova does a lot of damage, and it does it quite quickly. Is it still bugged? It's not quite bugged. They fixed a little bit of the observing, but still we're missing a few things. Like, look what happened. Look at this. I don't know if you can't really see this. Guys on stream. When I double click someone's portrait, it usually makes me follow the hero. But every time I click someone's portrait, it takes me to the middle of the mid lane. Which makes absolutely no sense.
That's not happening to me.
What, okay. Why is this happening to me? What?
I've had that problem when I'm spectating live and I'm trying to double click on the enemy team's portraits. And because you can't see from the enemy team's perspective, it just takes you to the mid lane.
Right.
So I think it could be confused.
So Karen just reminding me player cams are a thing. So gonna start with somewhat. There he is. Furrowed brow, looking for some very intense strategies, no doubt. There he is on his Night Stalker. It's very nice that the game starts at nighttime. It makes level 1 a little bit more fun, and it's also great for Night Stalker. Adds a bit of slow to the void. Yeah,
also the vision boost. Night Stalker's night vision is so big. It's really like...
It's the same as everyone else's day vision.
Yeah, but that's like such a big difference in game, I feel like.
A few heroes get night vision, but not many of them. And you take it for granted that it's not just Night Stalker and Luna who can see in the dark. Though Luna is special because she can see in the light as well, whereas Night Stalker's day vision is actually really bad. One of the only 2 heroes in the game who is worse than normal day vision. Oh god, here come all the voice lines. That was a very quick tip. Wonder what happened. Nothing's even happened yet in the mid lane. How can we be tipping already?
No idea.
Oh, Brex with the deny. Loving it. Brex actually playing POS 3 Spirit Breaker. I know Brex likes to play POS 3 Spirit Breaker. It's overall mostly played in POS 4. I hear him mostly played in POS 4. But look at the base damage on the hero. He's got 70 damage at the moment. That is hard. He's got 5 armor.
You do want your ags pretty quickly, so I kind of like the farming.
Ags pretty good, yeah. It does reduce the cooldown of Charge of Darkness, but they changed it a little bit. So it reduces the cooldown and cast point, but it no longer increases the speed. It used to also give a lot of bonus speed. Now it's no more speed, but it does make it a magic immunity piercing ability, which is quite nice. 2.4 second stun that goes through magic immunity. It of course lowers the cooldown pretty much in half, so I'd say that's worth it.
You just pray for spider legs.
Doesn't show the cooldown normally. Look at it. Look at it.
On what charge?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they've just ruined it completely.
It's like how Void Spirit, you don't get a cooldown on his ultimate or his E when you get the Ags. When you get the Ags and the Z and the charges.
Somewhat walking up in the daytime to get a last hit with Void. That was pretty much all Wobber, I think you'll find. And they're just going to stay in the snowball, dodge the missile, and they're going for some right clicks. Void is used. If you can be aggressive in the early game when playing Night Stalker, that's amazing. Wow, they're going to under the tower. One more. Oh no.
Oh.
They've made a mistake. That shackle lasted 0.001 second. I think it maybe happened on a creep. But still, that was a bit overly ambitious. Someone just loses the cell very early. Brenda failed putting in the Ether Shock damage. 3 mangoes. He is ready to put the pain onto the Night Stalker. What's happening mid lane? Ollie waiting for his bottle, no doubt. Royd's already got the bottle. Royd's is not going to stop him. I don't know what.
He's kind of just losing farm.
Oh, Royce just thinks he can fight it. Remember, it's pure damage now on Edict. Rank 2 Edict. He tried to zone it with a Sleight of Fist, but I think he failed. And is Ollie going to be okay? Yes, he has 20 HP. Royds took a very, very tough fight there. I mean, he thought Flame Guard was enough damage. I know it wasn't broken by Ollie, but no, it was not enough damage is the answer. You do not want to fight a Leshrat with rank 2 Diabolic Edict. That is so much damage. What is? Can anyone run the numbers there? You've got 12 times 40. No, 14 times 40. 560? Is that right? 560 pure damage. That's a lot of pure damage. And I've just missed a kill in the top lane. Managed to get a kill on somewhat.
If he dodged Spit Earth, he'd have won, I think, because his E doesn't absorb all the magic damage from the Leshrat Q. It's not a high enough level. So,
but Split Earth did do enough damage to break the shield, yeah.
Yeah.
That is
so
cool.
I think if he'd actually dodged it, he'd have won the fight.
Yeah, it was close. Ollie going in hard with the aggression. He opted for a no Lightning Storm build, whereas when you play mid, you tend to go a couple points of Lightning Storm just to get some sort of safe last hits and for something to use your mana on.
I think it depends on what you're going for. I tend to go the Lightning Storm build in a ranged matchup and the other one in a melee matchup, honestly.
Yeah, I guess in a melee matchup it makes sense, and you know, he still ended up winning that trade. Looks like some kills happening in the bot lane. Sorry that I'm not paying attention to those, but it is Joe who picks up some kills on the Phantom Lancer. Even though Karen did die, I would say that's worth it. Anything to let the Phantom Lancer have a good early game. And you can see he's lasting fairly well there. 17 last hits. Actually, no one has a lot of farm. Shadow Shaman, poor guy, is being chased literally outside of his entire jungle by the Tusk.
Oh, gank mid.
Is it?
Ollie should know this is happening. I feel like Ollie should know this is happening. But...
Ooh, the stun doesn't land from Ollie, but do we have any follow-up? We've got tag team. We've got the Searing Chains, but they're just going to double right-click the Searing Chains. They don't land, but they did have the Sleight of Fist rank 3. It might have been enough damage. But no, not quite. If the Searing Chain's connected, it does last 1.5 seconds. I think it would have been enough.
Is this route random? I always feel like it's random. It's not the closest, is it? It's just kind of people within range.
It says nearby enemies. That's a very good question. Is it random or is it closest? I thought it was always the 2 closest. But I need some confirmation on that. Because I'm not actually sure. It's closest, okay.
Okay, I'm just bad at Ember Spirit then. That makes sense.
Yeah, we'll go with that then. Karen trying to drain the mana from a Spirit Breaker. But Spirit Breaker does not need a lot of mana to do stuff. That is the thing. Nat is spending half the game under his own tower, but I mean, that's good, right? That's where you want to be at the night time. Nice and safe behind your tower. You've also got a Shadow Shaman to protect you.
It's kind of rough as a... You don't have enough right-click damage to like right-click on the tower easily on Gyro.
Yeah, but you just do some right-clicks in preparation. If you know the way tower RNG, I think it's... Is it? I can't remember the damage. 88 to 92. There's almost no RNG on the tier 1 tower now.
He has... How has he got 16 denies on that? What has happened in this top lane?
That's a very good point. I mean, he's not got the most farm. In fact, he's got a lot less farm than the other cores by about, 8 or 9 last hits. But Night Stalker has 9 last hits? I mean, not had a good lane. Tusk left Night Stalker alone. I'm like, yeah, you're right, actually. You are right. Bot lane was a little bit of a scuffle, and Karen was unfortunately killed. But Phantom's still farming. He's actually gone for a Ring of Health. He's playing a very, very old school build on the Lancer. My favourite one, actually, to go the Hood of Defiance. Roy's gone top lane. He's going in. Gets hit by the... No, dodges the first cooldown. Still chasing Brinderfeld. Will he reach him? Doesn't matter. Nat's actually found a kill on somewhat. And Nat is level 6. Roy's is a mid-hero. Nat's actually got exactly the same amount of XP. Slightly more, in fact. Whereas Ollie, level 7, Max Edict, destroys the tower. 7 minutes and your mid tower's gone. He did it with an Arcane as well to add insult to injury.
These lanes have gone horribly for the Radiant. Apart from, I guess bot lane's gone okay.
No, Phantom Lance is fine. He's level 6. He's got his Ring of Health. I think he's got the full Hood of Defiance already. Yep, there you go. Full Hood of Defiance. Roids, they do get a kill in the top lane. And now going to try for Nat. There's a big slow here. Oh, it's a 3-man gank. Does he just miss his Sleight of Fist? On one target? I mean, Nat was not going to die, but how do you miss Sleight of Fist? Only one person there. I think Wobber's okay. Nat's actually going for a chase and realizes maybe I better not do that because someone might turn up. But he is a level 4 Night Stalker without even phase boots. It's been pretty rough for him. 19 denies on that. He might not have the most farm, but denies. Oh man, he's got them. No wonder someone is solo level. Oh, right. He reappears top lane and then misses his bowler again. Not having the greatest success with that ability. I don't think you're killing a Phantom Lancer who's rushed a Hood of Defiance. Does it give magic resistance to the illusions? Are we aware of that?
Yes, it does.
It does. Wow, that's a really good item against Leshrac. Right?
Which is why you do it. Yeah.
Oh, looks like finally they found that. Cooldown is used, but it's not going to slow them enough. And Roids, he finally picks up level 7, also going for his own phase boots, which he can nearly afford. They went hard on the illusion. Ollie is here. Out comes the Hex. Oh, nice snowball to save, but you need to run away from Ollie. He is going to kill you. Oh, beautiful ice shard. So in comes Brex. He was ready. Pops his ult. Never mind. And even though Royds did his best to juke, it was not going to be enough. Let's have a look at a recap then, or a graph. Not a lot between them. Only 1 level between them, in fact. And 8% gold. So yes, there's a probability advantage, but I can't see any major lead at the moment.
The thing going well for the Radiant is their PL's farming really well, I think.
Yeah,
for a PL, like, this is really good.
He is. In comes Roids. Veteran trying to escape. They're going to dive under the tower. I mean, they have the ability to do Brex with a great stun. Also has his ult as well, which is going to get off on Royds. They're putting a lot of damage onto him, but Veteran is still going to go down. Fairy Fire. And the dash in from the Phantom Lancer will result in the kill. He is level 8 on the PL. He is the highest level in the game. No mid-hero is anywhere near level 10. Which means that the mid-heroes have not had a lot of experience, but Karen is here. I think that's going to be all Brex Rope finally being taken down. So Roids, after having quite a tough lane, at least he rotated a lot, tried to get kills. And
they're going all in on this PL, I think. He's currently about to reach half net worth in the game if the Sledgerat doesn't kill him.
That's true. Somewhat is level 7. He's had a bit of solo experience. But he is now being chased by a rocket. It's getting closer and closer and closer. And there we go, it lands. Ollie manages to get killed in the bot lane. And finally, taking down the Phantom Lancer as well. My kills just happening left, right, and centre. They do get the dive onto somewhat. A lot of kills happening there. I've just realized that the player cams does seem to be broken at the moment. I'm just going to check to see if my code works. Oh yes, I need to change something quickly for that. Then rerun the
Is it not
script.
changing?
No, it's bugged on the last camera. I think it got bugged when it got to Karen's camera. I forgot to update the script. Doesn't work properly with the number 10. Ollie tries to push the tower, but Joe is here trying to go hard on him somewhat as well. Gets the void. Ollie, can he get the stun off in time? No, dodge with the doppelgang. He's running in the trees, but he is seen. There's the lance. He's seen because we've got Dark Essential on the Night Stalker and the massive damage coming through with Wobber with the tag team maxed out. Nice little fight for the Radiant. Again, they're fighting where Phantom Lancer is. That is the correct place to be fighting. He is going for Diffusal Blade now. He just made a little stop for the Hood of Defiance, which I think is the correct play. And I recommend he goes heart as quickly as possible this game. No Manta, no Sanj Nyasha. Just get the heart ASAP. Stop yourself being melted by the Leshrac.
I feel like his options are to either, if he goes Sanj Nyasha, he has to pay like avoiding the Leshrac basically.
Yeah. But you
But
can
if he
stack.
goes-
Oh no, Ollie. He's been found. 4-man gang. Immediate finger of death.
Nice.
Just destroys him. That was a great little gank there by staying up on the high ground. Dai even had a ward here. But they were just waiting at the top. And Ollie goes to his high ground, which he believes to be safe. Stacked count being farmed as well. And Phantom Lancer is about to hit top net worth. There it is. For the first time. He is in the top net worth, but you've got level 8 on Brex. He's going for an Echo Saber build, which does give you 2 hits, which is quite good for a hero who is as slow attacking as a Barathrum. And they get the cooldowns. Big damage. The egg is used. And can they kill the egg in time? No, they cannot, because the shards, they went onto Tusk. The Fire Spirit, sorry. He does dodge the egg using the snowball, but he's also going to go down. So fantastic fight from the Dai.
While
4
all
kills.
that was going on, Grinder solo killed Royd's top.
Solo killed Roids. Wow, he managed to kill Ember. That's a mid hero. This is a pos 5 Shadow Shaman. Okay, wow. I did not see that happening, but well spotted. So that's actually a 4th kill that the Dai can claim in that fight. Only barely ahead in the net worth though, because Phantom Lancer is on top, and unfortunately not too much gold on the Ember or the Night Stalker. Bit of damage going on to the Phantom Lancer. He's trying to fight a Spirit Breaker, but the Spirit Breaker is just so tanky, but he knows his team are coming. So Brex, he is a fast hero. He's so fast because he's got a haste rune. He had the bulldoze up. He's trying to escape. He's going to be fine. 21 charges. Still being chased. Is he going to go down? Actually goes in with the charge. I think that was the wrong decision. Karen gets the perfect line with the Earth Swipe, but it's not quite far enough. And Brex is just about tanky to live.
That was well played. There's a lot of space for this Leshrac to just take off.
Yeah, Ollie with the boots of travel. He spotted the opportunity. Max rank edict. And goodbye bot tower. A couple more right clicks. Nearly got the Yules.
He needs to go Yules BKB. I think it would be what I do.
Oh yeah, BKB is required this game. Pretty much for both teams, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Actually. What's Royd's going? Maelstrom.
Yeah, standard phase Maelstrom, the typical sort of early game damage build on Ember. He's being charged. I don't know if he sees it. Yes, he does. Just uses Sleight of Fist. Does get Hex. Tries to go into the trees. Doesn't quite manage it. And now you've got the shackles. Is it going to be long enough though? No, it's not. Royce can just get out. Uses 2 remnants just in case.
There. I feel like Brex used his ult too early.
Okay. I mean, what rank is the shackles? It's rank 2, which gives it 3.5 seconds. It's a very long time. But Royd will manage to escape there. And somewhat, he's going for Heaven's Halberd first item. Interesting choice. I mean, I know it's good against Gyro, but he's thinking about protecting the Phantom Lancer, but I think that's a little bit early to rush and not really what you need.
I think he's a bit like, he knows he's behind, so he doesn't want to go Echo Saber because I feel like he thinks he won't do enough damage.
Yeah, I wouldn't go Echo Saber either on a Night Stalker, I don't think. I mean, it's not a terrible item, it is pretty good in general.
I've done it when I'm ahead and it's worked really well, but I feel like when you're behind, it just makes you more behind, honestly.
Because he already has... Oh, there's a smoke in the mid lane. Because he has so much attack speed already, and he gets so much damage, I like actually to go Armlet when I'm ahead. They see
I haven't
Brex,
tried
but he's
that.
still got Bulldoze on. They're going in. Finger of Death. They drop it straight away on Brex and the Walrus Punch. So much damage. All the ultimates used. And thanks for the resub, Oak. Hope work's going alright. Enjoying your little break. Teamfight is raging in the mid lane. They're going with the Void onto Brinda. They're chasing him. He does have all of his crowd control, but does he know which one's the real Phantom Lancer? I don't think he has much time to find out. He's just going to go straight down. That's now the Diffusal Blade for Joe. It's going to come out as we speak.
He's going Sergeant Yasha, yeah. Okay.
He's going to go Sound and Yasha. Okay, I like Sound and Yasha, but I played against some high-rank Phantom Lancer recently, you know, same rank as Joe, Immortal, who realised that some games you can just go Heart early, and if you get the Heart, he had it at 20 minutes, he had a Heart of Trask Diffusal Blade. We just couldn't kill him. So I just read that message. Subbing for 9 months was cheaper than having a baby, I guess. I'm not sure it was one or the other, was it? But, I mean, it is 9 months.
What?
Not sure the two are mutually exclusive.
What is
Oh
going
yeah,
on?
Dota Valkyrie Twitter. That's interesting. I've still got that being posted every 20 minutes.
Oh, do you?
I forgot that. I need to change that.
Stream sponsored by
Whoops.
Dota Valkyrie.
Rex is going for the charge, but someone has spotted it.
They're going
So
in
Roy
with
should know
Royce.
if he was paying attention, but clearly sleeping. We can get the Crippling Fear off.
Not using.
Oh, there we go. It's a double silence. Not looking good for the dive. There's a dive on Brenda failed. Is he going to be okay? They lose the tower as well, but Brecken does TP it in time, but I don't think there's a lot he can do. He's going to go for the egg. They're actually really going to commit. Brex gets the 3-man charge. Absolutely perfect and gets the ultimate as well, but there is a TP coming in from Ollie. Maybe it's worth it. They do get the egg stun off. Somewhat is going to be taken down, but now you've got to kill his Phantom Lancer, doing a lot of damage to Veteran. But he does have the Icarus after he goes back. I think that was a mistake. Phantom Lancer going to pick up the kill.
Ollie TP'd in on like half mana, so he just ran out of mana the instant he finished. He like came in, used his Q and his W, and then went, wait, I can't do anything.
That is a mistake. I think the thing people forget often about TP as well is it actually costs mana. Not a lot, but TPing does cost mana. In the early game, that can really cut into your mana. If you're already a strength hero who's half mana and you TP in, suddenly you don't have a lot of mana.
He needs to speak it. I feel like he just really needs to speak it.
Right,
Yeah.
I've thanks to Oak, I've turned off the Dota Valkyries. That's done now. So
Not
we can go,
sponsored anymore.
no, we can go back to the actual game. Or Brax,
Oh.
he's perfectly locked in. Wobber is just standing there, standing his ground. Karen does not have Finger of Death. Yes, in 1 second, there's the stun. Finger of Death. Where's the kill? Finger of Death. There it is. Brex is going to go down. Brindenfeld has found Roids, but unfortunately he is alone. He is also going to go down. Dominating on the Phantom Lancer. 6-1-2 and top net worth. It might be a close game. It's 16-16. But the Phantom Lancer being ahead puts it in a very nice position. Whereas Gyro, is that going to be enough? We're going to find out. He nearly has Aghanims. It is the next level play, that's true.
We haven't really seen the gyro in any of these fights, to be fair. So it'll be interesting.
His score is 3-1-4, mostly just straight out the laning phase. So yes, you are right. And that he is running away as quickly as he can. Level 15 on Ollie though. Dire definitely have the level lead. It's Ollie, he is going for that BKB like you suggested. They pop Dark Ascension in the smoke. They have a lot of vision. It isn't enough. I'm going to swap to Dire Vision. Radiant Vision, sorry. And they're trying to go for Veteran. They did find him in the trees. He's silenced. So they have the Warriors Punch. They're trying. Yep, they're going to bring down immediately the Phantom onto Lance. Goes in. Brindenfeld's going to die quick. Ollie does get the Split Earth onto Wobber, but it's dodged by the Doppelganger. Brax is going in, he's charging, but Darren, with the reactions, does manage to find the Hex onto Spirit Breaker, even in the Bulldoze. It's still enough to cancel the charge. There's a buyback from the Shadow Shaman, ready to go back into the fight, but I don't think the Dire are going to be able to find anything as the Radiant team, they just back off.
Radiant just disengaged too quickly. They instantly pulled back. They all just went, okay, we're out of here. That's good.
That
There
was,
you go.
yeah, you're right. Really good disengaging. They got 2 kills, now we're gone. Don't want to stay anymore. We're under a tier 2 tower, they've got TPs. We just need to leave. Ollie's still with the level lead though, as well as Nat actually, same level. Also level 15. Very, very close to getting his Aghanim Scepter, which obviously is a big damage item for the Gyro. Royd's a little bit behind in levels, but not too bad. Level 13. He wants to be up there really with the level 15s, but he's okay, going for his own BKB.
He's got the Sange now. On
Sound
PL,
and Yasha.
he just can't be asked to buy it, I guess. Maybe he's not sure.
Well, he wants to go Manta, maybe? Maybe he's not made up his mind. I don't think you
I
need
feel like
Manta
your
this game.
Manta illusion just vanishes like the instant you summon it.
They hit hard, the Manta illusions. It lets you farm waves, it lets you dispel things. But Sange just makes you so much tankier, and of course the status resistance is pretty good too. Karen is stunned. She's got a blink dagger, she can blink in. Karen can go in. Oh, they're going hard on that, but that's in quite a lot of damage, but he's still going to go down. It's very close. They drop the egg. Can they kill the egg in time? They're all going to try. No, Breck's keeping the egg alive. There comes a big stun, triple stun profession. Ollie is in, big damage. Karen's going to go down. Roy's having to escape somewhat. He's not a fast hero, but still manages to get out. Same with the Phantom Lancer. They died. They just couldn't chase. They have a Spirit Breaker. He's charging in. He's going fast onto Wobber, but Wobber gets into the snowball. Stays in the snowball for a little bit. He's got a drum on Wobber. Is it enough to escape? I think Breck's made a bit more. Nikachu goes for the TP out. Is he going to get out? No, Walrus Punch is there. And Royce will get the kill with a sleight of fist.
I want to see these Shaman Snakes in a fight. I feel like I haven't seen them at all.
He's used them in the top lane. Use it to solo
But
Royce.
he solo killed Roids and then he just hasn't used them since, I feel like.
Yeah, the cooldown is 130 seconds. It's fairly long, but you need to be using them for fights. If you can't push towers and you don't foresee your team taking a tower anytime soon, yeah, just drop them in a fight. They hit quite hard. I mean, how many snakes do you get? Get 10 serpents and each one hits 85. So when all attack even once, that's 850 damage. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, that's so much damage. They hit again, suddenly you're nearing 2k
I've never done
damage.
the maths on that, but that's actually kind of nuts. No,
I mean, each one's reduced by armor, but still, I mean, they're hard hitting. Ollie does have the BKB going for the Ag Shard, interestingly. Smoke from the Dire. They're smoking towards.
Right.
I think Roy's has gone a little bit too far in, but Ollie's going to play it safe anyway and back off. But he does have his team coming to him in smoke. So I don't know if he needs to be so defensive. Nat's decided he wants to turn up this fight too. They're going to charge onto... They go through Karen. Charge actually connecting onto Roy's. A lot of damage going there, but Finger of Death, they immediately get the kill on Veteran. He doesn't manage to get anything off of Brex. He is completely surrounded, but Ollie's going in, trying to do as much damage as he can with the BKB, but just can't do enough damage to Phantom Lancer. Is killing all his illusions, but he's still getting too many kills. Trying to keep himself alive for a little bit longer. Karen is going to fall, but Phantom Lancer's still got plenty of health. He's going to go and get the kill there. Using the Diesel Blade for good measure. Now it's just Nat alive. He is being chased. You've got the tag team. Trying to do whatever he can, but he is going to go down as well. Triple kill for the Phantom Lancer, putting him comfortably at the top of the net worth, and finally at the head of the hero level as well. Going for Eye of Skadi to make himself tankier, and of course to negate the inevitable Satanic which will come out from the Gyrocopter.
Leshrac just kind of can't do anything. Like, he runs in, he's like, yeah, I'm doing damage, and then he's like, then all these three, like, Tusk, Night Stalker, and Phantom Lancer are just like, yeah, we're a bit tanky, you can just manfight you, and then he dies every time.
He tries, he just doesn't, yeah, he doesn't do enough damage. This Shaman needs more Silver Red. Yes, it's a very common theme in Herald that every Shadow Shaman seems to think that they not only are core, but need to buy a Shadow Blade. But I don't think we're going to be seeing that this game. I don't think Brenda Failed is that keen on the Silver Edge build. He's going for a Ether Lens, but he didn't start with Arcane Boots. Went for Tranquil Boots first, decided he wanted the health regen move speed. Now he's going for Ether Lens and then a Blink Dagger, which I think is fairly standard for Shadow Shaman.
This Gyro needs to catch up. I feel like if they're on equal footing, then the Gyro, like, if the Gyro is like...
Oh no, is Veteran going to go down again? Yes, he is unfortunately caught out. They kill him so fast. He is a squishy hero, but Phoenix has very low armor. Look at that armor, 6 armor.
It's because he's gone for the Veil of Discord as well. Like, he's got no defensive supportive items at all. He's just kind of vanishing.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. It has no arms to defend itself.
He's taking a break like every 10 seconds to blow my nose.
Yeah, I'm doing the same guys.
Pile of tissues goes between us. It's the same cast.
Was definitely a good idea.
Oh yeah.
It's opened my eyes to actually being able to control what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's true. Very helpful. Dodging the missile, no problem. But Joe goes straight in, but Brex in with the stun, trying to protect him. The Hex goes out. He's stunned by the swipe from Lion. Karen actually gets the Finger of Death before dying. Fantastic, man. Just secure the kill. This is not looking good for the Dire. They finally drop the wards, but it's a little bit too late. And look at the damage that's being put out by the Phantom Lancer. It is insane. And now they're going to farm the Serpents. They give, I think, between like 28 and 36 gold each or something like that. They're worth a lot of gold. It's like 360
Good old
gold.
360 gold.
Yeah, roughly. Creep wave is coming. It looks like this is going to be the first racks of the game. But having a look at the gold graph, it actually was slightly in the Dire's favour for most of the game. Now it's Radiant's favour. 18% ahead, but very high win probability. And once again, they just delete poor Veteran using the Blink Dagger on Wobber. And Ollie, he pops the BKB, but that's another one of his BKB durations used. Brex charging in, but he's only level 11. He might have Bulldoze, but it's only Bulldoze. Rank 1 immediately gets killed. Ollie does have the Shard, which of course means increasing amounts of stun. He gets a 3-man stun there, but it's not enough to defend. Or is it? Maybe it is. Melee racks still haven't gone down. Doppelganger is available, but he doesn't get it. There's a stun. And somewhat, he goes in. He's actually just going to go down. The Tire have managed to defend. Wobber's going to be the second kill. But are they going to find any others? Royds is pretty low. Has one remnant. Does use it.
The Leshrac
continues.
outshot's really good.
Yours on the
Use it?
Phantom Lance, it
Use it?
doesn't quite find
No.
him. Not enough vision. Royds is still here. He's got to be careful. Level 20 on Ollie. I'm amazed that even despite losing this game or being on the losing team so far, Ollie is still at the top of the XP. Level 20 gives him another 40 Pulse Nova damage. Oh, he does find the stun! Because they got the Spirit Breaker, they know that Karen's there. No chance of escaping. And Brex not quite collide, but he was there for his vision. Main part of Spirit Breaker, global vision.
I mean, that's the kill. I think his XP just skyrocketed, didn't it, when he got those 2 kills as well?
Yeah, true.
And when you get kills from behind, everything feels so much better. It's like, yes.
Yes, I know, you get a trillion XP in gold. It's
Ooh,
like, yeah.
Ceremonial Robe for the Leshrac is a massive one, actually.
Yeah, it's just a large amount of mana actually is so good on the hero because Ollie has not gone any mana items apart from Yule's, and Yule's only gives 10 intelligence now. So not very much at all. 350 mana is a lot. Of
Yeah,
course,
after all
reducing
the
their
nerfs.
magic resistance by 10%. That also doesn't go amiss. So absolutely perfect item.
Makes Split Earth a 2.2 stun.
Well, I
instead
would
of
like
2
to
seconds.
see the Aghanims on Ollie, and actually that's exactly what he's doing. The reason I like the Aghanims is because Nihilism is a 450 AoE ethereal that doesn't need to be... It's not like applied once. It's a constant application when you're around Leshrac, and that means for 4 seconds the Phantom Lancer can't do any damage, and neither can any of his illusions. So let's say the Phantom Lancer is going hard on Nat. He can just stand around or near Nat, and then no damage. Also pretty good against the Night Stalker. It's alright against Tusk, against Ember Spirit. I mean, there's so many reasons to get that. It also makes him ethereal.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Depending on what game it's in, it can ruin your team entirely if you've got like a Sven or something, and the Sven goes in, and then he's like, wait, I can't right click anymore, what am I doing?
I think Sven
Or-
Leshrac would be a bit overkill on a team anyway.
Oh yeah.
I think if I had a
I
Sven on
know,
my
it's
team,
just
I'd
like
want
a bit-
more lockdown instead. Look at that damage. Veteran's got absolutely no chance. This time he does bring a Ghost Scepter, but unfortunately amplifies the Finger of Death damage, and Karen will be happy for the 6th Finger of Death charge already this game. Brex always trying to save his team, but rank 2 Bulldoze is just not cutting it. And there is going to be the kill. It is night time, which means the Radiant, they have the advantage. Grindelfeld, he's going to go very quickly down, and the kill is taken by the Phantom Lancer. He's got the Eye of Skadi now, and now he's going for Heart of Tarask. He wants to tank up. You have the Ag Shard. No Ag Shard.
They do work. Leshrac Ag Shard is going to do work.
Leshrac Ag Shard is good, but no Ag Shard on the Phantom Lancer. It's quite interesting, because usually it's considered a mandatory item. But look, they're going in and out of the stuns anyway. At least long enough. Oh, the stuns. They're just stunning Royce to death, but he's going to be okay. He has a Sange of his own, so reducing the stun duration. Going for another Heaven's Halberd. They're going to double up on the Heaven's Halberd. I guess that's a way to deal with the Gyrocopter in the late game. But he does have a BKB.
See, I think the Shard on Phantom Lance is needed if you're like even, you need more damage, but at this point he does so much damage. He's just like, I just want to live. If I live, I can let this thing.
That's true.
Why delay the heart by 1,400 gold when I can just go? Like,
Yeah, he knows that if he's tanky, he can't be killed. Like you said, I mean, he's so tanky at the moment. 14-1-7. Nearly 3,000 HP. He's got 28 armor. He also has some magic resistance because he's holding Hood of Defiance and a Titan Server. 50% magic resistance. It's amazing, Titan Server. It nearly gives a Hood of Defiance amount of magic resistance.
we've
What's
got
the
Ags on Ollie.
Oh, picked it up quite quickly, and Nihilism has
No buyback though.
It only costs 75 mana, and it only has a 25-second cooldown. Look at Ollie's mana pool now. We're up at 2k. Obviously, you get 10 int and 175 mana from the Aghanims, which is always nice to have. As well as he's got 3.5 int gain. He gained a couple of levels. Will he go for Diabolic Edict, or Lightning Storm can bounce twice on units? I actually like the Lightning Storm damage talent a lot more than the move speed, but the move speed is good because it is, you know, Leshrac after all. Oh, there's tag team. Big damage onto Roche. Phantom Lancer doing what he can, but remember, Roche takes less damage from illusions. I don't know where it says it in the tooltip, but it's true. Roche has a illusion damage resistance. Ollie goes in. Gets the stun. Big stun. Doesn't drop Nihilism yet. Just keeping his ult up at the moment, saving it for the Phantom Lancer. He's silenced at the moment. Ollie's in a lot of trouble. Now he's okay. They're going to get a kill on Wobble. This is actually looking really good for the Dire. It might be a one fight. They get the stun off from Veteran. There's going to be a second kill. Royce, he's getting stunned through his BKB. Thanks to the power of Brex. He gets another stun off in the BKB. But here comes Joe. He's strong. But out comes the Ghost Scepter. Nihilism is popped by Ollie. Doesn't have it anymore. They find the Shackle. That's going to be a Phantom Lancer kill. The first one in a very long time. Someone's going to go down. Brindlefield actually surviving. Buyback from the Phantom Lancer. I'm not sure what that buyback was for. He goes in practically by himself, because none of his team committed buybacks. You know why? Because he didn't have them. But yet somehow he decided he was still going to go for the kill. Unfortunately, Ghost Scepter not going to work against the Phantom Lancer's damage from Spirit Lance. So for his buyback, he managed to get a kill and a bit of farm. But I mean, now the Dire got the Radiant, got the Roche.
That was an interesting buyback.
It was. Look at the gold though. 5 deaths and a buyback for only 1 death. The gold has completely shifted. There's now only a 7% lead, and I'm guessing that's going to drop even further as the game catches up. 4% lead now. Maybe even less by the time it's fully calculated. The Radiant have completely found themselves like overextending. And the Dire, who are 8 kills behind, nearly evened up the net worth.
I think the game's back to even in a moment.
Pretty much. I mean, Gyrocopter and Leshrac both have caught up with the Phantom Lance in terms of the net worth, especially after that buyback, which has really delayed his Heart of Tarask. And Ollie, I mean, doing a lot of work with the Aghanims. Level 25 is going to be a big buff for him. I'm assuming he's going to go for more Edict Explosions, which is always nice to have. And he is going to go either for a Bloodstone. I mean, Bloodstone is not as good an item as it used to be unless you are so far ahead. I think Sanj and Kaya is the one to go for these days. Yeah, I think Sanj and Kaya is what he's going to be going for. Means if you do get caught by Lion, 22% status resistance, very nice.
I think it's really good this game. They've got so much like stuns and everything. I like Bloodstone, but
I'm amazed that Ollie has... I mean, Bloodstone does get a big heal. I'm amazed he's got 19 armor. That's a lot of armor. Oh, are they going to go on him? Out comes Brax charging in so fast. Doesn't actually connect with Royce because he does use a Sleight of Fist. Oh, he's going to pop BKB. Just going to TP out. That means he's left Brax to die. Die needs to decide not to go in, but they've thought about going in anyway. But Ollie's TP'd out. And look how quickly Gyro is dying. Not a chance. He does have the Aegis. Finger of Death by Karen. Not quite enough damage to kill Veteran, but out comes a silence from somewhat. Veteran is going to be okay. Goes straight away into the egg. It's time for big damage time from Nat. Looks like Dire not doing so badly after all. Nat with the Daedalus, he's gone for a damage build instead of going for the Satanic. So we'll find a kill, but now he's got to fight the Might of the Phantom Lance. I don't think it's going to be enough. Massive damage coming through. And that is going to be a very safe kill. Ollie, though, look at this with the Nihilism. Holding them all in place. Is going to kill Roids or not? No, can't kill Roids. Why couldn't he kill him? I think it was just the Flame Guard a little bit too strong. Ollie's still glowing, doing as much damage as he can, but he cannot kill anyone. But he doesn't die either. Very ballsy play from Ollie. Or does he die?
He's dead.
Oh, it's a lot of damage that he's doing. The stun does not commit from Karen, does not land. But they do take him down. I mean, it's 4 versus 1. I don't know what he expected. But yes, Ollie will go down.
They just took that fight after he TP'd out. Like,
and then he did come back, but it's too late then.
But yeah, I mean, if he was in that fight at the start, I think they win. But
yeah. But he thought he was in a bad position. He had to go out. Oh, Brax, he does not ult the correct one, I'm afraid. They get the tongue on him though. Is that going to be enough to kill him? They're trying. No, it's not going to be enough because it is counter. Brinderfeld's going to go straight down. Veteran is trying to do what he can with the Sunray. But unfortunately, he is losing his core. Buyback's coming out nice and quick. Brex buying back. Shadow Shaman 2. Net worth once again in Radiant's favour. Brex going in as fast as he can. Massive charge. Look at the damage he did to Somewhat. Quite impressive what you can do when you go all speed, Spirit Breaker.
He got the spider's legs.
Spider legs, Shadow Blade, Phase Boots. Just needs the Aghanim Scepter, which he didn't go for first item. Crippling Fear cooldown, -4 seconds. Brings it down quite low. But 20 strength. I don't know if I'd give up 20 strength. I mean, that's a lot of strength. But I guess you can nearly be permanently silencing. So, yeah, that does seem pretty good.
It kind of depends on if you're dying. I think he feels like he's surviving enough.
He went for the 10% move speed talent, so he is so fast at nighttime. 442 move speed. I'm always a sucker for the 40 damage, though, just because I like big numbers.
Yeah. Big number good.
Exactly, damage. I like the damage talent. The spell amplification talent disappeared from Ember Spirit, so it's back to Searing Chains, more targets, which I don't think is particularly good talent. Or 65 hero damage, which is nice.
I didn't even notice that.
65 hero damage is always good, because it just adds some bonus damage, and why not hit them a little bit harder? Especially if you've got crits, that 65 damage can crit.
He's going Hex, though, instead of crits.
That means he thinks that, and actually I think he thinks correctly, Phantom Lancer is already doing all the damage needed. It's a kind of 4 protect 1 lineup where the mid starts to build utility items as well, and I think it's the correct choice.
Ooh, that was a good Witchbane.
Satanic on the Phantom Lancer, not going for Heart, went for Satanic instead. Satanic does give 55 damage, which is nice. Of course, it also gives you the option to basic dispel yourself, 25% lifesteal, and then the massive active.
Here's a question. Is Leshrac Ags dispellable?
Nihilism?
It doesn't say.
I don't know. Can you dispel it off Leshrac?
It doesn't say if you can or not.
I don't know if you could. It would be massive.
Because that would make Witchbane like even better than it already is in this game.
Witchbane is a good item. I'm so glad they nerfed it from being an AoE dispel. That was just nuts. Now it's single target purge, which is still pretty good. To have a purge on a neutral item if you really need one. Phantom Lancer's got that very irritating talent to play against, which is the Doppelganger CD lowered, whereas Ollie has gone for Diabolic Edict Explosion, which allows it to pretty much just go through backdoor protection, because it does pure damage to the tower as well. 70 explosions times 28, it's over 1,000 damage, well over 1,000 damage, and are they going to TP out? They're going to find Royds. Big damage from that, but he is disarmed. Didn't get the BKB off in time. I think he's going to regret that because Alka's a big stun, but they've got the Sunray and they've got the Supernova. This is not good for the Radiant. They're just being deleted all over the place. Phantom Lancer wasn't in the fight, and it's over pretty much before you could even see it begin. Buyback coming out from Royds, but there wasn't a lot he could do. Did not expect his team to die so quick. We're going to have an instant replay on that.
That was a quick fight. That was a really quick fight. They just melted.
Yeah, it was. I mean, if you look at the instant replay, it takes a lot of time even to get to the fight because the fight was so quick. So Ollie, he's going to be taking the outpost. The enemy team, they see Royds. They go in, somewhat decides, yeah, I better turn up to the fight. 4 Radiant heroes here, but Dire, look at the damage. Just massive there. And we return back to the main game. Because out comes some buyback from somewhat. They do manage to take the tier 3 tower. They're playing very safe. We've got a -6-second flat cannon cooldown from that. Looks like he's already found a kill on Brendan Fair. He is just going comfortably in. He's taking a fair bit of damage. He's still got his Satanic if he needs it. Looks like that is going to go down. But Ollie with the Nihilism. It's really working. Look at the damage. It's actually enough. I did not expect that. That might be it. Have the Dire just turned it around last second? Ollie, just the hero that they needed. The Nihilism onto the Phantom Lancer. It completely counters him. I did not think Aghanims by itself would be so strong. I mean, I love the sound of it, but I don't think it's game yet. There was a buyback. They've only taken 1 rack. They're just about to lose Ollie. So, okay, it's no longer game. 2 buybacks were used, so...
I mean, the Nihilism is showing why I think Satanic is the wrong item this game.
I guess you can't even dispel it, can you?
Then he gets Nihilismed. I guess not.
You can't dispel it.
Then he just gets Nihilismed, and then he's like, wait, I can't use my Satanic.
Oh, goodbye, Brex. Nope, Breck's fast enough. No, Breck's. Oh, he's fine. Actually, a buyback from the Dire team. They're trying to kill a Phantom Lancer, but with such a low cooldown doppelganger, I don't think he's in any danger whatsoever. Yeah, no danger.
Like, now it's just feeding.
He's turning around, but can he fight the Gyro? Gyro does not have Satanic. Oh, out comes the charge, but he reacts in time. The reaction there was absolutely insane. Out comes the Finger of Death. Now it's going to go down. That's a buyback. The Supernova, it's doing a lot of damage. But we've got the Satanic. We've used it. The stun is going to go. Unfortunately, the stun was not used correctly. The Doppelganger was not used correctly, but I think the Tusk, not Tusk, the Spirit Breaker is still going to go down. And Veteran, he's going to be the next casualty. Karen gets him with the stun. So a couple of core buybacks, and the Gyrocopter one did not go well. He does not have Satanic, he does not have his Butterfly. He is a little bit behind in gold and holding 3,000 of it.
That was interesting. That's dieback on him, wasn't it?
Yeah, that might be game now. We were saying Die have won. I think it's now Radiant have won. I mean, what a kill score in this game. 48 to 36. You know, we're approaching, what is that? That's over 80 kills. Nearly at 100. We're only 41 minutes in. It's a fairly lengthy game, but it's been an absolute bloodbath. If you have a look at the score, we have a 23 kill Phantom Lancer, pretty much carrying the way. He does have his Ag Shard, that's good.
I'm honestly kind of confused about what happened in mid just then. That was really weird.
Little bit. Okay, they're just trying to take the racks. Nice stuns come out from Ollie, though, really delaying them. I think Royd's going to get stunned as well now. Tries to dodge it with Sleight of Fist, but unfortunately fails.
He has missed his Sleight of Fist on so many things this game. It's been
kind of but he's still on the winning team, so that's all that matters. He missed it on the Courier as well, just there. He's gone for 2 charges, so that definitely helps. Got the stun to Night Stalker. Ollie, does he get the Edict in time? Pops the BKB. Nihilism hasn't been used yet. Now he's used it. Doing massive damage to Karen. She's got absolutely no chance to survive, but Joe does not care. He's saying, well, I'm taking your tower. Well, what are you going to do about it? It's the last set of racks. We don't have the Nat yet. 10 seconds. They just need to hold on a little bit longer. Ollie getting small stuns. Nihilism up in 8 seconds. That comes the charge. Spirit Breaker, a massive 3-man charge. Just doing whatever he can. Big Icarus dive. They're going to put the egg up. They are going to protect their racks. Ooh, I think someone is going to TP out, though. So the Radiant, they make a swift exit after losing only their support. And the Dire just about hold on to their base. Only 2 racks left. And their ranged rack's actually taking a lot of damage because we've got 2 catapults pelting it. About to lose even more health.
Oh, God. That was one heck of a sequence of events, that one, I think. What have we got going on? What's Nat going? He's going Butterfly still. I feel like Nat should just go Satanic. He keeps dying without, like...
I mean, I can see the Butterfly in a way because it's a lot of evasion. And evasion is good against Phantom Lancer, but he's just being stunned to death. And then he comes out stun on low HP, can't do anything. I think Satanic maybe does offer more, but you know, he's the high-ranked player. He knows what he's doing. Let's just have a look at player levels. 28 on the Phantom Lancer. So he's enjoying some free evasion and health. 27 on Ollie, so he's just picked up the next talent, which is only some mana regen. It's not particularly useful. Massive stun coming into Royds, but I don't think it's going to be able to get the stun off. No. He's got the Heaven's Halberd, 16% status resistance. He will be okay. Buyback status, have a quick check. Holding down Alt, I can only see 4 heroes with it. So not ideal, only supports as well on the Radiant team.
Oh, is that what the yellowy orange bar is? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the buyback. The yellow line that goes underneath him. I think you can see it on your team normally in game as well.
What has PL got coming to him? Nothing. His career is delivering nothing.
He's got Hood of Defiance in his backpack, but he has a BKB instead, also putting the BKB into the backpack, then changing his mind.
He doesn't know what to switch out, he has no idea.
Then he's like, nope, it is BKB. Just swapping his items around a little bit. He does pick up the Aegis, or he doesn't. No, he does. And I think that's an Ag Shard. I'm not sure who picked that up. It might have been the Ember. Ember's one is interesting, to say the least. It does give you some Firebrand that charges back, which can be quite nice if you're ahead in the early game. Ollie does have the Bloodstone. He's actually got a lot of money, deciding to go for Scythe of Vice. I would have thought maybe Shiva's instead, because it slows down the attack speed of all the illusions, and it reduces the Satanic healing. And, you know, AoE damage, 200 AoE damage to everything. And they're going once again for the racks, but Ollie's putting the stuns down in advance. This is one cheeky attack. Look at the speed that he goes through on Brex. He's going to use the first doppelganger, but then get stunned yet again. Ollie's sitting in the root at the moment. A lot of damage going to die. Look how much damage Royce goes in with the BKB. Out comes the cooldown. The egg as well. The egg spot right on top. Can they kill the egg? No one's on the egg. Radiant are just trying to power through it anyway. The egg does explode, and I think Phantom Hunter is going to die, but he does have the Aegis set. It's only the first death. Buyback also coming from Brindefeld. They're popping everything they can. They get the shackle. There's going to be a kill. And now a beautiful stun. Stun into stun into stun. Brex just with the right click into the charge of darkness. He does have the Aghanim, so the cooldown is so incredibly low. That is a full team wipe. The Dire can claim that. They did have to use a buyback, but for 5 kills, including an Aegis, that was absolutely incredible. Let's watch that fight again.
Ooh. That was technically PL's buyback as well, so he's got the long death cooldown.
A couple of buybacks coming from the Radiant as we speak. Look at this fight. It's absolute chaos. The egg from Veteran right in the middle of the entire enemy team, and no one kills it. And so he gets off a huge stun, and Ollie just sitting at the back doesn't get killed. And they barrel through.
Ollie is not going Shivas because Veteran's gone Shivas.
Veteran's gone Shivas, has he? Ah, Shivas. Yeah. Okay, yep, Shivas on the Phoenix. I like it. That makes sense. So Ollie can get a side fight. He's got 8,000 gold. They're actually going for the win because they know there's no Phantom Lance. I think it makes a lot of sense. They do have to fight off 3 heroes. That's a lot of buybacks to use Dire. Now I have the advantage. Oh, the Serpent Wards have been dropped. Telescope as well on the Shadow Shaman. Royd's putting out a lot of damage, but I don't think it's enough. They're about to lose the racks. They've got 2 catapults, not the racks, the towers. 2 towers gone. Now they've got catapults and serpent wards and an ancient which is dying, but they're going all in, ready, doing everything they can. They've got every hero here apart from Phantom Lance. This is going to be the first kill, and that is going down. They've still got to kill this catapult, and they've got to kill the serpent wards. Another very close game.
I think Nat meant to press his BKB and just forgot to.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
Well, not even forgot to. I think he may have just misclicked something and not pressed it instead.
Notice
like,
that...
he looked like he was moving, like he had his BKB on.
Okay. Dire have just taken the mid tower thanks to the creeps. They still have not taken the tier 1 tower in the top. They've not gone anywhere near the other lanes of racks. They just went for the all-in approach, which means they're not going to have the benefit of mega creeps anytime soon. I think they're thinking, if we win one more fight, we're just going for the win.
It's... yeah, trying to push through that top lane is just a mess, because they just get to double fortify it.
They get another glyph, yeah, when they take the first tower, that's true. You never want to give them a free glyph. Do you have any other level 25s or candidates for that? We do. We have an Ember Spirit, who went for the double Sleight of Fist charge. We've been able to see that. Tusk has it as well. And Tusk has the -8-second snowball cooldown. Wow, that basically halves the cooldown of it. And Nightstalk is getting pretty close. He has the option of 83 attack speed only at nighttime, or a way, way lower cooldown on Dark Ascension, which I think is probably what I prefer. Keeping it nighttime for as long as possible. Nearly level 30 though on Phantom Lance. That gives him access to 24% chance to do a double crit. It's like a free Daedalus without the 88 damage on it, of course.
Can you get permanent Dark Ascension with Octarine and your Dark Ascension duration and the cooldown time?
Octarine, if the cooldown goes down to, what is it, 70 seconds, take away 25%. Not quite, but pretty close. Not a bad build, actually. Because if you go for Aghanim Scepter, which obviously gives you AoE Void and then Octarine Core, you're spamming these massive AoE slows from Void. You can nearly perma-slow everybody, perma-silence everybody, and perma-keep it dark. I mean, that sounds
kind of tempted to go for that.
Like... yeah, me too. Octarine Ags, yeah. It seems pretty good. I mean, if it's already nighttime as well, when you're fighting, I don't think it extends nighttime anymore. That's the old Nightstalk, where popping your ult would add on a bit of time to night. I don't think you have that luxury anymore. Used to have nearly eternal darkness in the late game.
They're both just in each other's bases. They're both just like, okay, what we doing?
Yeah, they're going to have to go back and defend.
I think it's a bit of a stalemate for a while.
And it is still nighttime. Oh, it's about to be day. 3 seconds.
Wind Waker,
There
almost
we go.
on the track.
Daytime
That'll be big. That Wind Waker will be hilarious.
It's a good item. Yeah, he's actually got the Scythe of Vice. Very nice
funny.
item. 3,000 mana on the Leshrac now, and Pulse Nova's mana cost doesn't increase that much. It's 60 per second, but when you've got 55 mana regen, you're nearly regenning the amount of Pulse Nova mana cost. You're only 5 mana short, to be honest. So it's pretty insane. I mean, he's never going to have mana problems again. He can just keep Pulse Nova up permanently, which is 240 magic damage, plus a bit more. They found him. They don't have the Basher. It is going to escape. I mean, how much damage does it do with the spell amp? 312 damage every single second.
And with Nihilism, 30% of that.
Yeah, true. I mean, he's got a lot of spell amp. 30% because he has 21 Bloodstone charges and he picked up the Timeless Relic for 15%. And yeah, he will really have the Wind Waker.
Diabolic Edict also gets increased by spell amp, so it's 36.5 times 7 TPO damage.
Wow, that's a lot of damage. 2,100 damage roughly. They go in, they get the Hex, and it's pure damage. Remember, 2,100 pure damage. Is Ollie going to go with the Nihilism? Yes, he has got it. BKB popped by the Phantom Mount, so he can attack Ollie. No, he can't, because Ollie's in his own Ghost Scepter. He's got no way to counter. The egg is hit. No one can kill the egg. No one even tries, is the thing. Royds is going to get stunned by the egg. Out comes the Sunray. Massive damage going to the Phantom Mount. He's actually got to leave. He can't stay alive in these fights. The Boris kick goes out, but Brex, look how fast he is. Goes in with the massive charge. He is actually going to find the Phantom Lancer. Beautiful play by Brex, cleaning up. But what an excellent fight from the Dire. Showing that they're really, really strong. Brex, he can just charge across the map every 1 second, so destroying creep was absolutely no problem.
This Satanic just isn't doing enough. Like, he pops it and then he has to run away every time.
That's why I like the Heart, because you just kind of regen. And then you can sort of go in and out of the fights with your 70 or 80 health regen, and it gives you even more HP. I guess it is reduced by the Shivas, but I mean, Nihilism is just winning the game, because even though he popped the BKB, he couldn't hit Ollie, because Ollie's in his own Ghost Scepter for 4 seconds when that's active. And now he does have the Wind Waker, so it's giving him more move speed. That's what happens when you don't counter Phoenix. Yeah, I think every single egg the entire game Veteran has got off. No one even hits him.
Well, Night Stalker with his like ult up would counter, but it doesn't because of how the interaction works. So they picked Night Stalker into it, which is what's throwing me off slightly. Like they picked this like Night Stalker into the Phoenix and then gone, wait a second, whenever Supernova's popped, he just kind of does nothing.
Yeah, it sucks for somewhat in the fights, doesn't it? He can't kill it. No one can kill it. The egg is pretty much just left alone. It gets the stun every time. He's got the Ag Shard, which I think is incredible. Allows Sunray to be cast during Supernova, which is amazing. It slows enemies. It does so much damage. 6.25% damage per second. They've got the Hex up, but Ollie does miss the stun. Oh, Dark Ascension is used. Somewhat is running away.
Oh, I was really hoping I'd see a BM like Supernova. He just Supernovas the instant he does it. It's true.
Aesthetics cap now on that. So he's quite tanky. Shame none of his talents are particularly geared towards being a core. You get flat cannon attacks and flat cannon cooldown, but you don't get any damage talents at all. All rocket barrage, cooldown, homing missile stun and cooldowns.
I think that's because it's so hard to balance. Because if you're balancing it, you have to balance it for flat cannon. Like,
yeah, I guess flat cannon talents are enough, right?
Well, I imagine like even a plus like 10 damage talent would be kind of nuts because you'd be getting plus 10 damage on all your flat cannon attacks.
It'd be good for farming in the early game, yeah. Brewmaster used to have plus 12 damage. It was the worst talent ever, especially on Brewmaster. 12 damage. Lion gets 17.
So
in a lot of trouble. He's quite a tanky hero. Even though the percentage damage is going on to be still on half HP. Out comes the Ghost Scepters. He doesn't have any way to break them. BKBs from basically every single person. They do take down the Phoenix this time with the Finger of Death. That is massive, but he is brought back, coming straight back into the fight, which is still raging. They'll get one kill. Ollie doing a lot of damage again. Can anyone stop Ollie? That is still on full HP, and Ollie's still full HP and full mana. 25 Bloodstone charges now on Ollie. No one can stop him. Buyback's being used, but the Radiant cannot win a 5v5 team fight.
Radiant need to get back. They're being pushed through. The creeps are pushing through bottom. They have to run away.
Yeah, they're hitting the base. I mean, that's going to be another roast. There's a free Aghanim Scepter there. Who do you give it to? Shadow Shaman is not good. I guess you give it to the Phoenix because it makes it less attack to destroy them.
Yeah,
I mean, it's Phoenix or Shadow Shaman. There's no one really to give it to.
If something goes horribly, unless you want to, like, I think you give it to Phoenix and then just, like, if something goes horribly wrong, you can save them. But they don't really need saving, honestly.
They give it to Shaman. It makes the Serpents have split shot, which isn't super useful. It's quite nice damage in the team fight, but it does give them extra attack range, although I don't know what the attack range buff is because it doesn't say anywhere.
Why would it? Why'd it be helpful?
I mean, is it like 100, 300? I mean, what's anyone know? Anyone can look it up.
Watch out. I can do a quick search. Actually.
Yes, please. I want it to be at least 200, or I think it's rubbish. Oh, they get the kick onto Nat. He's far inside the base now. This is a chance to kill him, but Phantom Lance are just stunned up. He pops the BKB into Satanic. He's trying to fight Nat, but he can't get through the butterfly. Nat still has a space. He's just consumed his axe. Probably just swapping his tread or something. But no time for that. Brendan failed. He is getting a nice kill onto Wobber. Looks like Royds is going to be brought down. Buyback's coming in hot from the Radiant, but they're just being destroyed. Nat is going to go down, but he's got the Aegis back. He's still alive. He gets Wind Wakered by Ollie. Kept alive for just a little bit longer. The base is taking a lot of damage. Serpent Ward's being killed as quickly as they can. I think the Radiant may be okay here, but they need to be careful. Base is going down. Nat is just standing his ground. Triple stun from Karen. There's the Snowball as well, but Veteran goes in with the beam. And that is going to be GG.
Even on the wiki, I can't find anything about the range buff. It's just like that there is a range buff, but I don't know what it is.
Surely it says somewhere. That would be ridiculous.
Wait, no. Okay, found it. With Ags, it says 875.
So plus.
But I'm not sure if that's with the talent or without the talent.
Split shot search radius 875. So
Yeah.
it's 225 attack range increase. So it's a decent. I mean, it's nearly got 900 attack range. It can almost keep up with not quite a sniper, but like a Drow Ranger with the Dragon Lance will still be hit by the Serpent Woods. But, you know, I guess it means you can put it really safely on the low ground. But anyway, 54 to 54, 108 kills in a 56-minute game. Nearly hour-long game to start this in-house Saturday series. Pretty damn intense, if I do say so myself. And that was awesome. Yeah, really nice game. I mean, I'm amazed. I thought the Phantom Lance was having a pretty unwinnable, I mean, a pretty, like, unlosable game is what I meant to say. There was no way he was gonna struggle when he was so far ahead. And the Lestrak couldn't do enough in the team fight. But then suddenly, Ollie got a few more items, a few more levels, got the Aghanims, and whoa, everything was different. Damage dealt by Ollie. Highest in the game. Even more than the Gyrocopter. Even in the late game. Well done, Ollie.